So Consoles likes releasing new screenshots or new pictures of updates that they're just going to fucking tease us with, which is getting a little bit annoying, but each time they release a different picture, it looks better than the one before. But before we go breaking down this one even further, let's go back to the ones from the few weeks ago that I never talked about in depth. Right away in the old picture, you could see TWOM update, and you could see six characters which included 2 rangers, 2 warriors, and 2 magicians. And each one of them had something special about them. Each one of them had different armors. Each one of them had something different about them. The purple-haired mage had a cool-looking new staff, and I think it's a whole new graphics too. And the position she's holding the staff is different too. The staff is behind her back while her left hand is in front of her. Her right hand is holding the staff and it's behind her back. You can see that that's a new animation. We've never seen that before. Plus, what she's looking like she's wearing a skirt or something. It looks like that's something new too. Maybe that could be the new armor or part of the new items they're going to add to the game. Next, we saw a floating fucking character, a levitating character, and it looks like it's a mage. Now, if mages all of a sudden could levitate, that would be a dope-ass new feature. Like, think about it. We've seen floating characters, or I mean, floating pets, levitating pets around. And what if fucking characters can levitate around the fucking game? Like mages, maybe this can be a new skill. Like, you tap on the skill, your character gets like a 30% HP boost, 30% more damage, and you stay levitated the whole time. And it can be like, not like fear, but shout of calmness. It lasts for like 5 seconds, and within those 5 seconds, all your hits do 30% more damage. Like, how cool of a new skill would that be? But don't get any more ideas from me. I mean, that's what I just would hope would happen, but knowing come to us, I don't know what to expect from them at this fucking point. I just know they keep teasing us with some good looking shit. Next, we saw these other 2 characters, a ranger and a warrior. The ranger seems to be wearing some kind of Robin Hood gear and a new bow, which looks pretty fucking dope. I mean, I'm liking that glow in the background, but not all the weapons need that fucking glow. I hope they don't go fucking crazy with the graphics and give every single weapon a bow. I mean, a glow to them. On the right side is a warrior with a glowing purple sword. I mean, a steel sword with a purple glow, which looks very cool. The helmet is kind of retarded, but I guess it's a new armor, so what can you complain? On the top right, I believe on the top right was this guy, this Afro guy with a blue sword, which looks like a dark steel sword, but it has a blue glow, nothing special to it. I mean, a different armor. I mean, and that's a new pose though. Oh wait, there's a new pose. Did you see that? That looks like a new attack style or a new pose, a different way to attack. That looks pretty dope. I don't know how much damage that would do, but it would be cool to see new attack animations too. And lastly, we saw this ranger girl over here. She looks like to be wearing the new ranger armor from the Mesa Forest. I forget its name, but Armor of the Blue Forest, something dumb like that. I don't fucking remember, but it looks pretty dope. Plus the new bow doesn't look bad either. I mean, this new animation looks like it's better than the one from before. The one from before was way more simpler. This one looks a little bit better. One of the reasons I think we are going to get new items is because of this photo right here, this fucking image they released. Now look at this, it's time for some new items. Why would they release this image if they're not going to add some new items into the game? I'm pretty sure they're going to add some new items into the game, and that's going to be pretty dope if they do. Now, I have no clue what they're going to make these items cost or how we're going to get these items. I hope it's not platinum, because that would be a little bit annoying, because it would just make the game pay to win, basically. And now, let's go back to the first image. Look at this fucking one. This image looks so fucking good right here. These graphics, man, they did it so fucking well that I'm pretty pleased. This image right here gets me hyped for the fucking update. On the top left, there's 3 rangers, each one with a different bow, and it looks like each bow could be a higher tier bow. The first bow we see the blue hair girl wearing is a wooden bow, I believe. That looks like a wooden bow, and that's a new way of holding the bow too. That looks like a cool animation for a new bow. And the girl, the second girl, has like an iron bow or a steel bow of some kind. Or a bone bow, could be a bone bow too, and that looks pretty dope. On the far right, we have a golden and amethyst bow, I'd say. So, some kind of emerald thing, or some kind of jewels attached to a golden bow, which, it's okay, but maybe new skins, I guess. New skins for bows is cool and all, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really fucking matter, does it now? On the bottom middle, there's these 3 warriors, one holding a stick or like a plank. The middle one is holding something that looks like a dark steel sword, and the one on the right is like holding a fucking lightsaber. What the fuck is he holding? I have no clue, but there again is that new pose that could be a skill. And the middle one also is having a new pose. It looks like this is a buff you could do similar to the mage one where you get to levitate, but this one like takes like 5 seconds to cast and then you become stronger or you have more HP. Something. Maybe this is the new last resistance animation. Maybe you just hold your sword up for like 1 or 2 seconds, then last resistance is activated. But it's like, what is the point of changing last resistance animation? I mean, sure, new animations are gonna be cool, but that's just gonna confuse every fucking buddy in the game who don't know what the new animations are. So that's gonna throw off a lot of people. It's gonna add so much new shit to the game, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun figuring out everything. One bad thing though is if this update throws off everything off balance, we're gonna be fucked though. Come to Us has had a hard time balancing out this game, and still today it is not all that balanced, but I think they've done probably the best they can do with the game so far. I mean, video games are not easy to balance out, and you need a lot of development on a game to fucking balance them out. But the last 3 classes we get to see are 3 mages, one holding another stick with a leaf, I guess. That's gonna be her wand, a leaf wand maybe. The second one, I have no fucking clue. What is she doing? She looks like she has a yo-yo attached to a stick, or maybe that's just a broomstick with a tape and some kind of jewel. Maybe that's a sapphire. Maybe she has a sapphire attached to her bow, and that is very fucking cool. But I don't get her pose. I don't know what her pose is supposed to be. And the third one, man, the third one might just be the most special one. Look at her. She's got a fucking levitating. At first I thought that was a sword, but I just realized that's a wand. That's a levitating wand. Now think about it. Weapons levitating, people levitating. What the fuck are they gonna have levitating next? Levitating hair. Are we gonna fucking turn into Super Saiyans in the game all the fucking sudden? But still, that sword, I mean, that wand looks badass, man. I don't know what skill that could be. Maybe your wand protects you. Maybe your wand can be your new shield. Like, as long as your wand is up, you have a shield. I don't know, man. There's so much potential they can do with this game to make it way more fun. And we'll just have to see what they do. As always, if you know something I don't know, feel free to tell me in the comment sections. And I will see you guys next time.